Good morning everyone and welcome to Edgbaston for the third day of the second test match between New Zealand and the West Indies in this, the grand final series of the Hero Cricket League's Y50 Test Match Championship 2020. You get the feeling that this will be a crucial day in this match and this series. Remember, New Zealand are 1-0 up and the first team to win 2 test matches will be crowned champions. The players and umpires are ready out in the middle. We join the action now as Richard Hadlee bowls the first ball of the day to Viv Richards. You can feel the tension around the crowd as Hadlee runs in and Richards defends the first ball. A big shot from New Zealand, but was that slipping down the leg side? The umpire thinks it was. Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, that's a beautiful stroke from Lara, up and over the infield for 4. Oh, that's another beautiful shot from Lara, picked up off his pads, through forward square leg for 4, and that's the 100 up for the West Indies. Lara on 49. Oh, that's out! Shane Bond's got the crucial wicket of Brian Lara, going for the pull shot, getting it under edge, and he is out. Cord Watling bowled Bond for 49, and the West Indies are 109 for 3. Oh, that's a very good cover drive from Viv Richards, and that will bring up his 50. Oh, out! Richards is gone! A superb catch from BJ Watling. New Zealand are right on top here at Edgbaston. Viv Richards is out. Caught Watling, bowled Hadlee for 53, and the West Indies are 120 for 4. In the air, but there's no one at mid-wicket, and Clive Lloyd is off the mark with a boundary. Oh, that's beautifully timed from Sobers through square leg, and that will be his first boundary. Oh, a little edge, and that's out too! Yes, everything is going right for New Zealand this morning. They've dismissed the West Indies captain. Clive Lloyd is out. Caught Watling, bowled cans for 4. And the West Indies are 132 for 5. The West Indies in deep trouble. They're still 241 runs behind. That's in the air, through the gully region, but into the gap and away for 4. Worked away into the onside. That would be 4 more for Garfield Sobers. Slashed away into the gap again between gully and point, and 4 more for Garfield Sobers. That's the 150 up for the West Indies. Oh, that's gone straight through BJ Watling, and those 4 byes will certainly help the cause. Well, that's been worked wide of Williamson at mid-on, and that will be 4 runs for Jeff Dujon. Oh, beautifully bowled from Vittori. That's gone straight through Dujon's defences. Things are going from bad to worse for the West Indies. Dujon is out. Bowled Vittori for 9. And the West Indies are 161 for 6. Well, the West Indies are in deep trouble now as Andy Roberts comes to the crease. And he swings this one across the line through mid-wicket, and he's off the mark with a boundary. Daniel Vittori bounding in. Oh, that's the arm ball. It slid straight on to hit Andy Roberts on the pad, and the umpire's given it out. Another wicket for New Zealand. The crowd are in shock. Andy Roberts caught on the back foot. That would have clipped leg stump. He is out. LBW to Vittori for 4, and the West Indies are 165 for 7. Well, where can the West Indies go from here? Oh, that's a nice shot from Sobers. That's gone to the boundary, and at least they've avoided the follow-on. Oh, and that'll be out too. A very quick stumping from BJ Watling. That was excellent work, and Joel Garner is out. Stumped Watling, bowled Vittori for 4, and the West Indies are 181 for 8. Sobers is fast running out of partners. He needs to get this score up to as high as possible. Well, that's a lovely shot through the offside. That will be 4 more. Last ball before lunch. Struck on the pad. There's an appeal, but that ball almost certainly pitching well outside leg stump, and so that cannot be out. And that will be lunch on day 3. What an impressive session from New Zealand. 6 wickets taken, 101 runs scored for the West Indies. They're getting themselves into a very difficult situation in this series. Garfield Sobers is still at the crease on 45. We saw 49 from Brian Lara and 53 from Viv Richards earlier in the day, but not much from anyone else. 5 bowlers used for New Zealand. Wickets all round. 3 wickets for Daniel Vittori. He's doing a good job at cleaning up the tail, but 2 wickets also for Richard Hadlee, and 1 each for Southee, Bond and Cairns. Daniel Vittori will continue after lunch. Oh, that's a full toss. Sobers won't let Vittori get away with that. That's been swept away for 4. Sobers on 49. Edged, and did that carry? No, BJ Watling is saying it bounced just in front of his gloves. Oh, beautifully bowled from Vittori. That looks very close indeed. The umpire says, yes, that's out. Vittori is proving too much for the West Indies lower order. Ambrose got too far across there, and he is out. LBW to Vittori for 3, and the West Indies are 195 for 9. Courtney Walsh, the last man for the West Indies. Vittori looking for 5 wickets. Oh, that's a very good shot. There's no one out there in the field, and Courtney Walsh is off the mark with a boundary. Played out to Williamson at backward point. They're running through, and that will be the 50 for Garfield Sobers and the 200 for the West Indies. Oh, Courtney Walsh has absolutely hammered that full toss. Whoops, well, he was nowhere near that one. Oh, a big swing across the line, but it's mighty effective. That will be 4 more for Walsh. Well, that's a good shot from Sobers. He was waiting for that one, picked his spot on the boundary and picked up 4. The partnership is now 21. These are very useful runs for the West Indies. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Garfield Sobers. Punch off the back foot through the offside and 4 more. Oh, that will be 6. An extraordinary shot from Garfield Sobers. Okay, last ball of the over. Oh, that's in the air and that might be out. Yes, Williamson is at mid-on. He's taking the catch. Beautiful bowling from Daniel Vettori. Deceives Sobers in the flight. He has his 5 wickets. A simple catch from Williamson at mid-on. And Sobers is out. Caught Williamson, bowled Vettori for 69. And the West Indies are all out for 230. Well, they'll be disappointed with that. The West Indies 230 is not a good score on a pitch that does still look good for batting. They are 144 runs behind. 69 for Garfield Sobers was the standout innings. Some nice contributions from Brian Lara and Viv Richards, but not much from anyone else, though there was a partnership of 35 at the end, which could prove useful going forward in this match. New Zealand will be very happy with their performance. Daniel Vettori has the best figures, 5 for 48. He took the last 5 wickets of the innings. 2 wickets also for Richard Hadley, and 1 each for Tim Southey, Shane Bond and Chris Cairns. And so New Zealand, who have really found some batting form of late, find themselves 1-0 up in the series and 144 runs ahead on the first innings with plenty of time left in this match. Could they do the impossible by winning this game and clean sweeping the mighty West Indies? Well, the West Indies are in a spot of bother. They will need to play some very good cricket to keep their championship hopes alive. Glenn Turner and Stephen Fleming are out in the middle as New Zealand prepare to start their second innings. Oh, that's in the air. Clive Lloyd's running around at mid-off, and I think he just got a hand to that, but it's gone down. Well, that's the luck that the West Indies needed, but their captain couldn't cling on. Well, that's a lovely straight drive from Glenn Turner. That will certainly release the pressure. Time for a cup of tea on day 3. New Zealand have done an excellent job to withstand 11 overs of hostile bowling from the West Indies. They are 19 without loss. Glenn Turner is on 8, Stephen Fleming on 9. That could be a particularly valuable effort for New Zealand as they look to extend this lead. 2 bowlers used for the West Indies, Joel Garner and Courtney Walsh, no wickets as of yet. Joel Garner to start his 10th over. That was a half volley right in the slot and a beautiful cover drive from Stephen Fleming for 4. Fleming's got their one just past the man at backward point, and that will be 4 more. That's the 50 partnership between these two. It's been a solid start for New Zealand. Oh, that's 4 more for Fleming, and the lead has gone past 200. Oh, Fleming is batting beautifully this afternoon. He's been short on runs, so this is a welcome return to form. Beautiful shot just wide of mid-off, and that will be 4 more for Fleming. Stephen Fleming now on 46. Oh, that one's just past the outside edge. And that will be 50 for New Zealand's captain, Stephen Fleming. Oh, that's a great piece of fielding at mid-off from Clive Lloyd. Oh, he's hit the stumps. Is that run out? The umpires say no. Oh, that's a lovely on-drive from Glenn Turner. That's 4 more. That's a fantastic stroke from Stephen Fleming, hooked well in front of square leg for 4. And that will be stumps on day 3. New Zealand have had a wonderful day. They are 91 without loss in their second innings. They lead by 235 runs with 2 days to go. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Glenn Turner did a great job for New Zealand, seeing off the new ball once again, and Stephen Fleming played a very fluent 56, a return to form for New Zealand's captain. 5 bowlers used for the West Indies, no wickets as of yet, not much life in this pitch. Things are looking a little bit dire. And so, who would have thought that New Zealand are right on top of the mighty West Indies side? The lead is already 235 runs. No doubt they'll be looking for quick runs tomorrow to give themselves as much time as possible to bowl the West Indies out before the end of this match. Remember, if New Zealand win this Test match, they win the series and they will be crowned champions of the Y50 Test Match Championship 2020. It will be very interesting to see what happens tomorrow. That's it from us. Do join us tomorrow for day 4. And bye for now.